Hey y'all, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or future. Take the parts that resonate. Leave everything else behind. If it does not resonate for you, please save yourself a little bit of effort. Do not leave me a comment saying the story doesn't make sense or it's not for you, child. I do not need to know about it, okay? It's kind of like one of those things, like if you see something on social media and you don't resonate with it, you can keep on scrolling. Like if it doesn't resonate for you, that's fine. I don't need to know about it, all right? If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information can be found below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. My books are always open. Also invite you to join my second channel, Timeless Tarot with Tam, where I am pulling up all of the archive videos from like several years back that are relevant to now. Like I always tell y'all, my cards don't lie. The timing, I don't really know what the timing is because I know my readings do reach into the future a little bit. But I was listening back to some of the readings from like 3 years ago last night, and I swear they're pretty much the same videos that I've been putting out right now. So I'm not crazy, and my cards don't lie. I might just be a little bit early with the information. Okay, all right. So let's get into it. I decided to go on camera with my first toss. I normally don't, but I decided to go on camera with it. I pulse checked with the kipper, so let's just get into it. All right, and I'm gonna go line by line because I do have a lot of cards out here, a lot of cards and a handful of players. So I have someone here, and I will say the mature woman is out here. This does revolve around this. Her involvement is very, very prominent in this situation. I do have the energy of somebody who is potentially getting ready to fall from grace. Especially if they came into a large sum of money that was not earmarked or designated for them. Okay, so we're going to start there. So we have this privileged woman, this privileged lady who came into some sudden wealth. There was a message that was meant for either main male and main female are both out here in the upright. So whether you resonate as divine feminine or divine masculine, again, we're gender fluid, so put yourself wherever you are. It could go either way, right? But I have energy of somebody who, one, potentially could be losing their privilege. This woman came into this large sum of money. And it kind of looks like, in this sector, it almost looks like it afforded her the ability to, like, not have to work so that she could travel as well. But there was a message, I believe, that was due to come either to the main male or the main female from this mature man. In two sections, though, the message was never received. It was blocked, or somebody else is in possession of it. Now, where the mature man is concerned, I feel like there was something done illegally within a court system to steal or maintain the rights over a home. Now this is the part this ain't for everybody, but take what's yours, okay? Because I'm going to tell you what it looks like to me. It looks like the mature man, because I see where this mature woman, she's in a distorted energy. I feel like this great fortune and this sudden wealth, even the home, it was meant to go to either this main male or the main female. This could be a couple. This could be brother and sister. Like, again, put it where it fits, okay? But this woman did something to block or prevent the main male or the main female from acquiring this home or having access to it. And the purpose of what this mature man did, I feel like the mature man, like this could have been a father figure, somebody who'd been well respected, right? I feel like this man, I feel like he earmarked all those resources, the house or whatever. It's directly connected to this main female. Actually, it is connected to the main female, but it's kind of like the way that I initially looked at it when I first pulled the cards. Follow me. Say the main male is the spouse or partner of the main female, okay? I feel like this mature man, we'll say her father, grandfather, whatever, I want to say earmarked this message, or earmarked this fortune, this great fortune, to this daughter, we'll say, to prevent her from being, living a life of poverty. For, he was trying to make sure that because I can see this here. What this mature man was attempting to do was to make sure that his daughter, granddaughter, whoever, would be secure, like have a home, wouldn't be broke and all that, right? But where this mature woman is, I feel like this mature woman didn't want, and I say this because I also think she's selfish and greedy as hell, because she wanted it all for herself. But this kind of feels like what was especially if this main male is the partner of the main female. If the mature woman did not like, say hypothetically, your mama doesn't like your husband, okay? Your father loved the man, your mama not so much. This woman didn't want, because if it goes to you, it goes to your spouse too. You know what I mean? So it's almost as if she did something here. Thief, house, courthouse in the reverse. She did something here illegally to obtain this sudden wealth, to keep the great fortune out of the hands of the main female and the main male, because she didn't think, it's almost like she didn't think he was worthy of it, or she didn't think, because official person is in the reverse below the main male, like she didn't think he was worthy of, deserving of, official enough to be in this home, right? Now she is concerned. There may be some concern, because I see where the unexpected income is in the reverse. She is concerned. It is connected to this mature woman. She is concerned about losing the income, losing the respect of, the community or her people or whatever, because all of this information about what she's done illegally about this home or the great fortune. And I've said it before, usually, the house is, on paper, the house is the largest asset, right? We're not talking about like cash money, but it could be a property, a piece of property here. And so I feel like in her attempts to kind of keep this house away from her, she was trying to keep the house away from the son-in-law. She didn't think he deserved to be in it or something like that. I don't know, it's just kind of a weird energy. Thief. I can't make this shit up. So this privileged lady is absolutely a thief. Yes, okay. And this sudden wealth is actually a gift. It is a gift. it was a gift. It just wasn't a gift meant for her. Well, we'll take a both. Yeah, so she stole this gift. Yes, okay. Because that's a relationship. She took this money, or took the gift, so that she could travel, go live her best life. And with this line here, this house, the home, or what, the great fortune, she was literally trying to keep it out of the hands of another couple. Here's that hidden information that's getting ready to come out. That's why she's going to be losing status here. Wow. And the mice is out here again. So we know the mice is, you know, incremental losses over long periods of time. Hidden information being revealed about this incremental theft over long periods of time, or incremental losses over long period of time from this unexpected income. Clover in the reverse. So somebody is experiencing bad luck, bad fortune, and bad luck. So this woman, if this mature woman has been taking something from you, and say if there was some like large sum of money, if this woman has been taking something from you incrementally and you didn't have any awareness of it, she's going to end up losing it. It's coming, that information is coming out, and she's going to end up losing it, and she's going to experience this misfortune, this bad luck. Listen, I cannot make this stuff up. Mature woman is out here again with the thief and the gift. She's in between the thief and the gift. Losing abundance, business success. This is failure, but because this is in a reverse. So this could be failure in business. This could be a loss of abundance or resources connected to, like, here's the great fortune with bouquet. Bouquet is the gift, right? Fish is in the reverse. So she's losing the abundance. Child, this is, if this ain't what comes around goes around, I don't know what is. There are other people who are aware of this. There are even other people who may be involved, because I have the community out here. This mature man did not want his child to experience poverty. He did not want, this is not, he did not, whether it's a son or a daughter, whatever, both, couple, I don't know. He did not want poverty for them. There's the marriage. And here's some information. Or communication. Oh, this could be you can get receiving communication. Okay, so that's where the concern is. Message of concern that you didn't receive. The message is in the reverse. Here is concern. Concern because there's some communication that you may be getting about this incremental loss happening over a long period of time. That may be affecting a marriage, or something to do with a marriage or a relationship. Okay, so this tower isn't, the tower in this deck is not like tower in tarot. This is about isolation, structure, the law, but this is in the reverse. So this mature woman did something that was unlawful, unstructured, centering around the thieving or stealing of a gift. Now she's losing abundance. And again, and this also talks to me too about message of concern. Look. So she may have received a message that she's about to lose whatever this is that she's holding on to. Privileged lady again out here in the reverse with poverty. So she's been trying to hold on to this snake. Look at that. Look at that. So there's deceit. Okay, so there's dishonesty, deceit, jealousy. So this woman, this mature woman, could have been jealous of your relationship, because this is about a marriage or a commitment or some type of relationship. So this mature woman could have been jealous of your relationship. I keep hearing she wanted to keep you down. I don't even really, I mean, I know what that means, but I'm like, in the context of this, I'm like, I don't really know what that means. She wanted to keep you down. It was because of the jealousy, especially if this mature man left something for you and didn't leave something for her. Just saying. Or if you're cut, I think I talked about it in another reading, like if you're from one of the archive videos, I'm like, if your cut was bigger than what this person's cut was, they were jealous of that. So they hid the information that it was even available to you. Yeah, they're jealous of this whole sector right here. Feels like somebody who is jealous of your commitment or your commitment to your commitment. Especially if you're like because this, I'm going to show you. So we have ring and then I have anchor. Like they're jealous. This person is jealous, literally jealous. They're jealous of the fact that you maybe like say you have a different, everybody's relationship style is a little bit different. So maybe you have like a really stable connection, you and your partner or whatever, and they're jealous of this. But like I said, they're also jealous of the fact that you may have gotten a portion or gotten something that they didn't get. So now they're kind of doing whatever they got to do to keep something out of your hands. So flip it out. Ooh, unexpected. Yes. See, look, tower in the reverse. Remember, the tower is about isolation. So maybe she authority, law, structure. So maybe she did something illegal. She gets a message of concern, but she did something illegal. I want to say with other people, because while it was when it's in the upright, it does talk about isolation, but it's in the reverse. So maybe this took place and it revolved around other people. I'm looking at the community up here. Unexpected income in the reverse. I keep seeing it. I mean, I saw it with the first deck that we laid out with the unexpected income up here is in the reverse. So yeah, she hid the message. Key is in the reverse. Rider is in the reverse. Same energy. Like there's information that this privileged lady has that she is not giving up, or she does not want you to know about it. It's coming out because book is in the reverse. So this information is coming out. This information is coming out. something that has been unknown, something that has been largely unknown about a community and this privileged lady is getting ready to come out. And there will be so much clarity around it. With clouds in the reverse, there's going to be so much clarity around this. When you get this information, okay, I'm getting another message here. I'm getting a download. I think it's really important. I talked about this in the last reading, I think, about listening to your intuition, using your discernment, being grounded or whatever. Remember that Mercury is still retrograde. When you find this information out, especially if it happens during the retrograde, don't lose your shit, okay? Don't lose your shit. While I understand being, hurt and angry and upset, do not lose your shit. Instead, be aware of who you're dealing with. Be aware of who you're dealing with. It's kind of like when I came to the realization, years ago, and like I said, it makes it easier to forgive people when you can kind of zoom out a little bit and understand why people operate the way that they do. And sometimes if you're really paying attention, you can see that wounded inner child that they're operating from. I mean, yeah, sometimes you can see their demons too, but you can see that wounded inner child. That's not giving them a pass. I'm not saying give them a pass or whatever. But when you can understand people's way of thinking and the way that they operate, it tends to make you, I'm not saying it's going to soften up your stance or anything like that, but I'm saying if you're really grounded, don't let this thing, because it's some funky ass energy and funky ass information. Okay? But when this information comes out, I do feel like, I think when I'm looking at this anchor between the letter and the clouds, because the clouds are in reverse, so there's no confusion. You're not going to be confused. You're going to have all the clarity in the world about this woman, how she's been operating, the other people around her, the community, family, whatever. You're going to be able to see this, and when you see it, it's going to make you really look at them like, you did all of that out of jealousy. Because that's really what all this stems from. It's jealousy. It's jealousy. I said this in the last reading. I was like, it's somebody that you were loyal to. And if you're intuitive and you're functioning from high priestess energy, you literally already know. You already know who the players are. You already kind of have an idea of what the hidden information is. You already know. You've already made your decisions, Now, there's someone here. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a couple more cards, because this looks like someone here may be thinking about coming to tell you, because that's a decision. Here's incoming message, but it's in the reverse with book, but that's also in the reverse. When it's in the upright, it's hidden information, but it's in the reverse. This is information coming out. So I feel like there's somebody here who is making a decision to tell you this information, but again, I would still pay attention to the messenger. Sharks, pay attention to the messenger. Because even the person that's coming to tell you this information, on the outer rims of this card is snake and sharks. So, okay. And then we have the fox down here. So whoever this person is that's coming to tell you whatever they're going to tell you, pay attention to the messenger, because I can guarantee you they were also involved. They are also involved. They are also involved. There may be somebody who needs to come towards. It's weird. Because this is energy down here at the bottom. It's like energy of somebody who has to travel towards you. They got to travel to you. So somebody may have to, like, they may be at a distance. Whoever this person is and wants to come towards you, they may be at a distance. But pay attention to them coming towards you, because I feel like part of their motivation to come towards you is to, like, stay on your good side. It doesn't matter. Karma, it doesn't miss an address. I'm just, it just doesn't. Oh, I love this. And collective, whoever you are, you're not really tripping off of, I don't think you're really tripping off of anything that, because I also have kind of energy out here like somebody wanting to, like, break a couple up or something like that. But I don't feel like you're worried about that, because your union is protected. If you are coupled or partnered, your union is protected, and largely because you work at it. Like, you guys, relationships require work. And you also not worried about any kind of gossip or anything. You're not worried about the gossip and the naysayer. Oh, you're not worried about none of that. Somebody here could potentially be ill, hiding the fact that they're ill. And also there is somebody here that is trying to avoid prison time. Yeah, same thing down here. Something that they did illegally that could land them in prison. Well, yeah, whoever this person is, this mature woman, she literally couldn't resist herself. She, like, it feels very much like, I want to say it feels very organic to who she is. She's a whole ass thief. Look, wealth in the reverse. Remember, sudden wealth, bouquet. Bouquet is the gift. The bouquet is a gift. Then we have the fish in the reverse, which is abundance and finances, but this is in the reverse. Wealth in the reverse. This woman did what she did. I keep saying karma is a long game. Saturn's thing is, it's like a 27 year process, 27 to 30 year process, right? So this woman may have done something years ago, decades ago, and it's coming back around. The moon. This has been hidden. She may be experiencing imbalance. She may have a lot on her mind. Definitely wants to get away. Definitely wants to listen. Illuminate in the reverse. Hidden with this letter, hidden with this mice, hidden with the clover in the reverse. So they're hiding the fact that they're experiencing some bad luck, hiding the fact that there's been incremental, siphoning over long periods of time. out here with no protection. She thought she was getting a whole new life. Oh, look at that. Hiding something centered around a death. Hiding something centered around the death. There's some toxicity here. Hiding a message. And they can't keep this up anymore. Also, I said it too. I think I said this in one of the last readings. I was like, if this person like tried to pretend like they have like, the mysteries of the universe, child, this person does not. And because I say this all the time, like, we all have the gift of intuition, but I do feel like this person, I want to say that this ability may have been stripped from them because of like the way they move. I'm telling you, God sees everything. It's that moment when you think it'll never happen to you, when it actually happens to you. Yeah. And if they've been trying to hide the fact that they don't actually have, like, they don't know the mysteries of the universe, they may not be able to hide that for very long. Because Arcana and Intuition are both in the reverse, so I don't feel like this person has that kind of knowledge. But you do. They don't have the gift. Nah, they've been trying to hide the fact. They've been trying to hide the fact that they don't have the gift. But they can't keep up that lie anymore, because they are actually asleep. Not only are they asleep, they don't have any protection. They don't have any intuition. They can no longer shapeshift. Bonds are being severed. And they're emotional over it. There's something here that's been taking place over the course of the last year. This may have something to do with your transformation. So they may lack awareness of your transformation over the course of the last year. This feels ungrounded. This almost feels like a lack of awareness. Like, you're not the same person you were. Like, who you are now, you're not the same person you were when you once were engaging with this energy, whoever this person is for you, whether it's a mother, aunt, older sister, whatever. And it just required divine timing. I feel like whatever's playing out in the way that it's playing out, do know that everything is playing out in divine timing. So while we're not going to get all the answers that we need, I do believe that the divine gives us, because I feel like I've been telling the variation of this same story for years. Okay. But again, like I said, I don't have time. I don't know the timing of this, and this could be happening. We're all on different legs of our journey. So literally could be happening at any time. Some people have already experienced it full blown. Some folks are still playing out. But I feel like you may have been in this cycle with this person or with these people, which was almost kind of preventing you from achieving or obtaining, like reaching certain goals. Like the longer you were connected to this person or the people, you know, the outer rim people, as long as you were connected to them or still engaging with them, I feel like it was pushing some of your goals and desires, like it was pushing it to the back. So by you removing yourself, because honestly, I don't actually, outside of, you know, the couple that's out here, I mean, I don't actually see you. I mean, I see you here more about like your evolution, your transformation, divine timing, for divine timing to be played out in order for you to reach a level of achievement. So maybe at one time you had been really ungrounded and it was a cycle, like this was ongoing, like you were maybe it was because you were dealing with this group of people or whoever these people are or whoever this woman is. You were dealing with them often or all the time. So because you were always, I'm wondering too if the energy that you were displaying, if that wasn't actually your energy, but merely a projection of the people that you are around. If you're like a sponge and you're picking up everybody else's gnarly energy and you don't really know how to transmute it at the time, right? Because now we know how to do that. Well, we do, right? I do now. It took me a while, but I know how to transmute the energy. But if it took you a really long time to get to that point, like now you're, I want to say you're kind of like, you're starting to see the fruits of your labor, because it does require you to like really do a lot of work on yourself to learn how to be grounded. But now you're starting to finally see a level of success that maybe you've never seen before. Now this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Interesting that I have voice in the reverse and obfuscate also in the reverse. So this for me feels a lot like maybe you've kept things very quiet, like whatever your relationship dynamic was or whatever you went through with some people, because I've been thinking about this a lot in the last like 3 or 4 days. I don't know why, but it's just been kind of sitting on me about I think because I don't really have the words for it, because I want to say like it's a burden sometimes to know certain things, especially what like other intuitives. I don't know how, I mean, other folks who do what I do. And if you're watching me, you know, chime in the comments, because I feel, for me, it feels like a really heavy responsibility and burden when, you know, I throw cards every day for a living. I've been throwing cards every day for a living for years now. And for me to know certain elements and aspects of people's lives, and I try very hard not to be intrusive. I don't really want to know. But, you know, sometimes you know stuff, right? And for the most part, I keep really quiet about some of the things that I know, even if it's intuitively, when I'm talking to my friends sometimes, because just like, and I say it to my clients, I say it all over socials, like I will never solicit my services to anybody. I'm not going to give you, you know, unsolicited advice unless you ask me specifically, hey, what do you think about this? Then I'm going to tell you, right? I think there are some of you here who you keep very quiet, even though you can see certain things, you know certain things. For the most part, you stay very quiet about them and you just let things Like, you let things fly the way that they fly, right? We don't try to influence the shit. It is gonna be whatever it is. Sometimes it does feel like a really heavy burden to know kind of like the inner workings of certain people's lives and relationships and stuff. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just really, I don't know why, and I don't even know why it's been on my mind, but it's been heavily on my mind for the last like 3 or 4 days. Just like knowing what I know about certain things and certain people and relationship dynamics and stuff like that. Like, I know things, but I don't talk about them because it ain't my place and I don't really care like that. And I even think that there are some things here that you are aware of, that you're aware of when it comes to these people, and you keep it to yourself. I don't know if you're keeping it to yourself. I'm trying to figure out. I keep talking about it because I'm like trying to figure out if this is this saying like it's time for you to speak up. Let's see. Is it time for you to speak up? Child, unexpected income. Great fortune, big luck. Burning bridges. Thief, stealing property, robbing you of your energy, time, or money. So there is a thief out here. You will be burning a bridge with this person, I feel like, once you get this information. And again, kind of check your reaction, because I don't really think it's necessary. I'm just, do what you want to do, but I'm just saying, I don't think it's necessary for you. I mean, especially with the toxic card out here in the reverse. Like, you already know what you know what you're dealing with. There's no reason for you to sink into the low vibration that these people carry. They make a mockery of you in disguise of their own fear. You fall down 7, get up 8. Rise, determined, and unbreakable. Whatever you've been through, they have not been able to break your spirit. So don't allow them to bring you down to their level. When you find this information out, I'm not even saying you're not going to be mad. You'll probably be really mad. You may have experienced a lot of things that you didn't have to experience. But because this woman, this mature woman, and the people connected to her were so jealous of you and your life and your light, that they watched you go through all the shit that you went through, and all it did was really prove them wrong, because they didn't realize that you were as resilient and as strong as you are. If you're doing spiritual baths and doing your usual spiritual cleansing, keep doing it. It's working. Somebody could be experiencing bad health or illness. Pleasant message or good news is coming. Watch out for the signs. The universe is sending you messages now, guiding you in the right direction. Okay, listen to your intuition. Take flight. Now it's interesting. I never noticed the numbers on these cards. You could be 32, 22. You could be 50. You could be 43, 54, 50, 57. Could be born in 1971, 1960, 1997, or 1987 could be significant for you. Somebody could have been born in 1957 or 1954. Honor what is ending, those burning bridges. Because with every ending comes a new beginning. Right? All right. Oh, we got 4 cards. All right. You can't fix them. Mystical cat, feline spirit, energy, intuition, magic, divine being, fortune. You ward off evil spirits. It's okay to start over and over again. Rebirth, reinvent, rise. So that goes right. That's down here with this one, with the fall down 7 and get up 8. Like, you're just resilient and you keep like reinventing yourself. Something here, there could have been something done within the courthouse. Affliction, delusion, and suffering, eye to eye with demons within. So this gives me the energy of you being very familiar and cozy with your shadow side. And your heart chakra may be like wide open. We love it. Someone here is on the outside looking in. Uh-oh. Light a candle. Elimination of evil. Light a candle. I would during Mercury retrograde, I usually say I like to work with Mercury, work with it, not against it. So during Mercury retrograde, I usually burn a red candle. I also have Mercury, and I purchased Mercury and oh my god, what's the other one? It's an incense. So usually when Mercury, I mean, I haven't done it in a while just because I work with it so well. I didn't realize I was mercurial, so I kind of know how to just keep my mouth shut. Like, I just keep my mouth shut. I just learned to keep my mouth shut. Yeah. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Where are we? 47 minutes. I think I'm going to leave it there. I didn't grab a single tarot card for this reading, so take what parts resonate for you. Again, leave everything else behind. If it doesn't resonate, it just doesn't. It's not your story, and that's okay. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, super thanks, new bookings. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're made aware of any of the new readings that go up on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the new channel, Timeless Tarot with Tam. And yeah, I'll be back later. We'll do another pull with tarot this time. I don't know why I was urged to use the Kipper first and only, but I'm gonna go with it because there's a message in it for someone out there. All right, I love you guys. Till later. Take care.